Dun, dun, dun. Hello, beautiful people. Excuse me. It's me, Robin Vi Carpenter Briscoe, your favorite spiritual life coach. And we are here. Yay! It is Thursday, February 4th. February 4th. And we are on day 4 of the magic and the crystals. How you doing? I am super fantastic. Thanks for asking. I'm really grateful that you're here. I'm grateful that we're getting to do this 28-day journey together. I'm grateful that I got to get up and have this moment with you. I'm grateful that you are joining me whenever you join me to have this little bit of time together to talk about, excuse me, the magic, the book. And we know now the big secret of the magic is that it's gratitude. Sorry, it is Louisiana and it is allergy season already. Anyway, I'm grateful that you're here. I'm grateful that this is finally happening. If you've been keeping up, then you know that months ago I had this idea to do this because I wanted to keep expanding people's idea and understanding of how they can use stones and crystals in their life. Excuse me. If you recall, I wrote, ooh, can you see it? The reflection. There it is. Let's get stoned using stones and crystals to create a life that rocks. You can get it right now. I am in the process of doing the second edition. So once that manuscript is complete, you will not be able to purchase it any longer. Well, won't be able. The first edition won't be available from my publisher any longer, which means any copies that have been printed will be the only ones that have been printed of the first edition. Anyway, let's get into it. Yes? Yes. So day 4 is magical health. So what could be more appropriate at this very moment than to be talking about health, right? And I loved the quote that was in this chapter. The first quote was from Virgil saying, your greatest wealth is health. And we know that that is 100% true, right? Your greatest wealth is health. Right now, having a whole lot of money will not protect you from getting sick. It never has. Having a whole lot of money has never protected you from getting sick. That is not what has protected you. The things that money can provide are what has helped you from getting sick, right? Clean water, sanitation, proper disposal of things that we don't want to talk about. And, all the things that over time people have come to understand are things that keep us healthy. And at the same time, excuse me, it is the health itself that is the most abundant and wonderful thing that you could possibly have. Why? Because if you don't have health, you don't have anything. If you're not healthy, you can't thrive. And if you can't thrive, you can't have all the things that you want in life. Yes, you can have love, but it will be lost if you die, right? If you're not healthy, you can't keep going. And if you can't keep going, you can't keep doing. I love the phrase, if you're not dead, you should be doing something. So there's never a moment in time when things can't change around, things can't do, can't become something else, as long as you have the ability to keep waking up. Yes? And our second quote today is the residual effect of all, the residual effect of all of this focus on gratitude is you begin to feel better about what you already have in your life. And that's me. So, right? The magic and the crystals. Look how I did that. I just think that was pretty good how I did that. Anyway, what, excuse me, I can say for sure is after 2020, mental, physical, and spiritual / emotional health is everything. More people are going to therapy. They finally figured out a way to offer therapy online, in an app. In an app. This is literally like the biggest thing they could possibly have created. If you are not completely attached to which therapist you work with and simply need somebody to like talk it out real quick, you have everything that you need in an app, because you can get therapized real quick. I think that's brilliant. Excuse me. I keep saying I wish I could come up with an app that would, like, I don't know, be me, say some of the stuff that I would say if somebody asked to put in whatever question, and then it would just kind of come up with some Robinisms. I haven't figured that out yet. I'm sure there's some sort of algorithm and somebody could probably figure some stuff out. At the same time, how much would I have to, how many Robinisms would I have to come up with prior to the app for them to have things to put in the app, right? You still got to create the thing. Anyway, I digress. I love this activity because it helps you remember what you have. Like, that's why I chose that quote, because the reality is, we take our health for granted, right? And we're still going through dual pandemics, okay? And however, the corona has never brought home so strongly all of the health: mental, spiritual, emotional, physical health, right? First, physical, right? Clearly. Also, this mental health thing, now you can get therapy on an app. And then spiritual, emotional health, which is a lot more, what's the word? Wonky, or I don't like that word. It's so esoteric, right? Your spiritual and emotional health. Now, yes, emotional health is absolutely connected to spiritual health. So that's a thing. However, really, I mean, mental health, emotional health and spiritual health, and then emotional health and mental health. So yes, some of your emotional health can absolutely be, helped by the therapy, because you have to understand. Sometimes people just don't understand emotions, so they don't understand how to have them or to utilize them in any way, or how to channel them, or whatever the word we want to use. So emotional and mental, you have to understand your emotions, right? Also, emotional spiritual health, because when you tap into your emotions, you're also tapping into your deepest self at that point, right? So if that's happening, then you have to be really clear about how you're going to channel that. That's the deal. Your spiritual health is really, it helps you understand how you can navigate life. Excuse me. Mental health is really, it's much more about how to like get your mind right. Spiritual health helps you understand how, now that you're getting your mind right, how do you take your right mind and navigate through life? Because you have to stay really, really, really connected to your center, to the you that you are, the fantasticness that is the you that exists, and only you. There is only one you. You are the most magnificent thing on the planet because you were the only you that ever existed and will ever exist. No matter what Hollywood tries to tell you could possibly happen, the reality is you cannot duplicate a person, even if you duplicate their DNA, because they're, as soon as you make a new one, it's going to have different experiences going through life. So it is still going to be different than the original. It's never, it can't ever, you can't ever be duplicated, ever, ever, ever. Just saying. So, excuse me, getting connected to that alignment of mental, emotional, spiritual, physical health is vital. Physical health that wears on your like everything, like you're just tired and you don't even know why you're tired, and it's because you're tired because you're in pain, or you don't have enough energy, literally because you're not feeding your body properly or whatever, so your body is the indicator of your spiritual health. Your body is the physical indicator of your spiritual health. Ooh. Right? If you're not right with your spirit, something's going wrong with your body. If you are not taking care of yourself because for some reason your health and your well-being and your needs have taken a back seat to whatever else you're doing that isn't taking care of yourself. That's it. Think about that. If you work one more hour, do one more thing, eke out one more thing, skip a meal, do a thing, don't get the exercise, blah, 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 because, you don't get the exercise because you went in early. You don't get the exercise because you sat on the couch. You don't get the exercise because whatever, right? All of the things that you have to do for your body to make your body be well and function at its highest level are all things that are within your control. So if you are choosing to do something else other than taking care of your body, you've decided that whatever else you're doing is more important than you. That's just how it is. So by taking time to be in gratitude for the fact that you have this health, you have this body that does everything that you're asking it to, you have your ability to think and be and do and breathe and move, all of those things. Thank you for that. Thank you for health care. Thank you for health insurance. Thank you for a doctor that listens to me. Thank you for all of the other health traditions that have come through time. Thank you for everyone that came before that figured out how to create the things that prevent us from dying of things that people used to die from before, right? I mean, thank you for all of that. because that means I can do what I came here to do. I can do it in a body that listens to me, and I listen too. I want to do this, and I go and do it. And sometimes my body goes, "Why'd you do that?" And other times it's like, "That was awesome. Let's do it again." Yoga, right? So today's stone is turquoise. So, here's my. This turquoise is very important to me. That's why it's in this little envelope. This turquoise. Here, I'm gonna show you. Look, can you see it? It's hard to see. This turquoise. Look at the back. Isn't that cool? Like, so often you don't get to see the backs of things. This is going to become. It's going to get a little more polished, and it's going to become a ring. It's going to go right here. Won't that look great? Anyway, this turquoise came from my friend Peggy. And what's really great about this, why it's so special to me, is that her father found it. Like, he mined it. He was a rock hound, so he did that kind of stuff. In fact, fun fact, the largest rhodochrosite, which is another stone crystal, which will probably show up in this 28 days. I can't imagine it won't. That was mined in Colorado, is in the museum, in the Natural History Museum. And it was my friend's dad. Isn't that cool? So anyway, he found this turquoise, and now he's gone. And Peggy gave me that to have for me. So isn't that amazing? So this is what I love about stones and crystals. They can be both this incredible energy source that helps connect you to your intention and remind you of all the things. And also they can be a source of remembrance of people and experiences and your life. I wrote a column once. I called it "You Get Tattoos. I get jewelry. I buy jewelry. You get tattoos." I think it was something like that. Because I tell my life through jewelry, and my friends, so many of my friends have tattoos, and I have none. And I always say, well, I buy jewelry whenever I want to tell a story, and you get a new tattoo. It's easier to get rid of the jewelry than the tattoo when I want to stop telling that story, though. So turquoise helps connect with cosmic energies. So this is like expanding your vision, right? And connecting to your magic. It helps with mood swings, like for PMS, and both pre-menstrual syndrome and post-menstrual syndromes. So like either, however, which would be like menopause, right? So it helps it helps you find a energetic harmony in self so that you're not so flipped out. It helps calm agitation, releasing tension and stress. And it's particularly good for ear, nose, and throat. So in theory, I should really, be getting a necklace made out of this, but I really want to wear it as a ring because it's just such a great ring, I think. But excuse me. It's really about, if we're going to go intention wise, right? There's some of that is about the physicalness, right? But if we're going to go intention wise, it is help with getting clear on saying hard things. And that is a thing, right? That is something that we have to experience and understand and know about ourselves, is that sometimes things are hard. Sometimes things are hard. Sometimes things are hard to say and be and do. And so we need a little help. Sometimes we need to be reminded that there is goodness in our life every day. And one of those things is our health. I'm clear in my thought. I am well in my body. And I am filled with abundance of gratitude, joy, and love. And I'm grateful. Turquoise. So that's today's stone. I love being here with you. I can't wait for tomorrow and to see what new stone we have. I'm really excited for that. I can't remember. Are we supposed to read the thing? Nope. We're just doing all the stuff. Remember, it's this and this and this and this, right? So if it's you gotta say you're 10, you gotta pick up your rock and say your gratitude at night. Gotta look at your people and remember why you are grateful for them, for the things that they bring to your life. And you have to connect with a turquoise. Find a turquoise that you can. I like wearing stones. I'm always going to say wear it. However, this turquoise, its whole point in your life is when you see it is to remember your health and well-being is vital and you are grateful for it. So why wouldn't you want to wear it, right? But however you use it, you got to put it where you're going to see it. Every day. Every day. I love you. Remember, you are illimitable. Illimitable. So go create a life that rocks. I'll see you tomorrow.